let me wait for this to we go start in 1 second. We don't study people comments exactly. The next part we only get it. Because we're gonna start at 500.
I guess.
All right. We start at 500. All right. Yeah, cuz.
All right, so you go ahead. You, because I said I did my two live earlier on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I only saw so basically I only saw one live, which is a live with well part of the live with you and Chris. 'Cause I was you know the time I reached home this morning and the time I went to sleep, I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I don't even know what part I should start with. If I should start, I don't really feel like I want to go through the whole what happened again because by now everybody already know what happened.
Everybody know.
I think people want to know how it get to this state and why I'm reacting the way I'm reacting. Now, um, you know when we came out, how your inbox was full, how my inbox was full, or whatever, and we both agreed, yeah, well, we will have a good carnival, and we'll talk about it when we get back to London, so that way people clear, right? The day before we even came out, Chris was live in the station or whatever. Now my thing is, I know Chris was live, blah 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 blah. That is Chris phone. That is he platform. You can do live and do whatever you choose to do on the platform. I can't tell you what to do, how to feel about nothing, right? Boom. You was live and they say people the police. You was live and they say the police said I started it, whatever, whatever, and you was going based on that. My thing is Chris is of Caribbean heritage. Chris is Jamaican, he's of Caribbean heritage. He knows what the police system is like in the Caribbean. So he should know it's not to go on a police system or go based on what police say. A police can say anything. You understand? So you was live there, fair, all well and good, whatever, whatever. Now the next day, you went live again. They say you heard because obviously we was in holding and people just getting information based on a telephone call or come to visit and view, right? You went live and you still continue to say what you was saying. All right, well, fair and good. When we came out, my inbox was full of everything that the people from his platform and people from my platform saying, Chris is making it look this way. They say Kia was live. They say this, that, that. The first thing I do was call Kia. Kia said she was live. She had about the situation, blah, 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 etc., etc. Right? I told and I tell you, I said, why is Chris live saying, okay, I is the cause of this, or I do this, or I do that, when he have no information about this. And you was like, Chris was live, and I turned and I said, yes. And you turned and say, you don't understand why Chris would go live and talk about something and not wait until you say something. And I said, cousin, you would get Chris to, you would talk to Chris and you would let him know X, Y, and Z, and you said you would deal with it. And I said, no problem. Right? I don't know, however, you choose to deal with it, whatever. You said to Chris, whatever. Going down the line and this path, I see a post about best friend. All this time, me ain't say nothing, me ain't post nothing, my inbox still full. People telling me go and respond, people telling me defend my name. I still ain't say nothing. Right? When Chris and that was 2 days after, and you would have already have obviously when you came out, you would have told him mother the story, you would have told Chris the story. So I would assume by then Chris knew exactly how it went down. Right? Boom now, a post about best friend went up. Now I listen to you and Chris live just now. Nobody know who you're talking about. People is not dumb. People ain't stupid. And we're not going and try to play victim. We're not going and try to poke a bear and not expect to get bite. You post the status for me, and it should be a big person and say, this is how you felt in the situation, and that's why you post the status. Don't come and say no on a live video with you, or I post a status and nobody don't know who it was for. No, no, no. Let me don't do that. If I say something, I say it from my chest high. I can say yes, I mentioned Chris' name. Yes, I was sending shots to you. Don't send a shot and then try to take it back now. You sent a shot, it did what it did, the damage done. Right? So I responded with my picture to his status. You understand? Because you already post a trailer status from them requesting apology from your family. Now this is a situation where you first to begin, nobody considered how you feel in the situation when we had the whole incident, how I feel about the situation. Nobody know how we felt when both of us was together in that cell, what we was talking about, how we was feeling, pain, hurt, anger, all different type of things. So to come out and to have to deal with more of it was crazy. I didn't expect the last thing I expected to do when I come out and all of that, or when we came out, was to have to go and deal with this whole situation again because we now deal with it. You understand? So I feel like feelings wasn't considered when people was talking. Now, all right, we're going on days passing. I post my status for the best friend thing, and people screenshot and send it to him, whatever. People screenshot and send it to you, yes, fair and good, you say your followers, send it to you, X, Y, and Z. But wasn't your followers aware that you were still talking about me for days and days? Now, Chris had any idea how my mom felt in this whole situation with you talking about me like that on the media? How my family feel? How your family felt? How your mother felt, how my friends and people around me felt in a situation that we wanted almost private. Well, I mean, it couldn't be private because it's both of me, but still, we really wanted it not to go as far as it is now, if that makes sense. You understand? So I don't think nobody feelings was in consideration, but yet still, me ain't say nothing. Me and you talk on this side, I say, boys, happy carnival, whatever, whatever. And days upon days, I listening to me and your conversation in terms of, let me just have a good carnival, and we go respond to it after. And I still seeing Chris is posting daily. Now, you would have spoken to Chris, I saw on numerous occasions. On numerous occasions, more than one, I saw you spoke to Chris about that whole situation. So there was enough time, but because I went live all the way Ash Wednesday, there was enough time for Chris to say here what? Let Kazim and his friend deal with the thing. I out. Or however he want to put it. Because they done slander and paint me as a bad guy, whatever. No, me in really.
All
Me.
right. Pause 2 minutes. Pause 2 minutes. All
Mhm.
right. Yeah, he slander your name based off what the police and them said tell him, right? Fine, fair enough. And I
That the
told
first that the
Chris,
first that the
yeah,
first
yeah,
life.
right. He slander your name because of what the police and them tell him. And I told Chris, you know what? Yes, he was live. People hear what the police and them tried to paint a picture that you was the aggressor,
Yes.
right?
Let me get myself a water.
And people take that and run with it. Fine, fair enough. Because they never, people were supposed to really and truly wait until we come out and say our side of the story. And
Yeah.
I told Chris that. I said, Chris, all right, fine, fair enough. Or they hear what the police and them say, but people were supposed to really and truly wait until they hear our side of the story. They don't know. All right, Chris, yes, Chris is Jamaican, but when I when Chris hearing certain things that happening in Trinidad, about people getting on alive and all the whole thing. He was frightened. I get that. Honestly, I get that. Because when I sent in the when I told you that I sent Chris the live location, and he was like, yeah, so Chris go come and thing. Fine, fair enough.
Yeah.
He was already live, and I told Chris, all right, fine, fair enough. He was already live.
We can't do nothing but that because
We
that was
can't do
already
nothing.
live.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't know where you're
Exactly.
coming into. So you need people to know where he is and what's going on with the case. Fine, fair enough. Thing.
Fair enough.
The
Yep.
police and them told Chris the situation, and yes, Chris say the way how the, like I said, the way how the police and them painted it is that you was the bad guy, which
Yes.
was not the case.
But
That was
Kazim,
mhm,
here the part I addressed in, what you say now, I agreeing with.
mhm,
All of that, Chris the feelings, your husband lock up your friend, take your post, whatever. Here the
mhm.
part I have the issue with. The part I have the issue with, and the reason why it going so far is because after you spoke to Chris, he was still posted about it. This went on until after Juve. We came out at that holding cell Wednesday before Hyatt. That is Wednesday,
which he just
Thursday,
which he just
Friday,
mhm,
Saturday, Sunday.
which
And you'd have
he
spoken to him millions of times.
but he just said a while ago on the live that he still misunderstand what I told him because he's saying that he missed well right about now they say Chris is saying the way how I explain how everything happened it
Mhm.
looked like what the police and them say is what really actually happened which no sorry I lie the way Chris said the way how I explained the situation to him when I said that you turn around when you turn around to see which part I was, he
Mhm.
thought that when you turn around was to escalate the situation more with Chelsea.
You know what? I understand he misunderstood that, right? But here the part I don't understand.
Hmm.
How that warrants you to talk about me for 6 days plus? If you misunderstand, right? There's a situation that we wanted to, let us say the situation, come and talk about it once, all right, cool. You talk about it twice, all right, cool. You talk about it 3 times, all right, cool. That even though you misunderstand something and okay, from Kazim's story days where you gather, that don't warrant you talking about me for 6 days because obviously I have feelings I would respond. So it's normal for somebody to respond because here what you can it on and on and on, days upon days upon days. Whether you heard the story the right way or the wrong way, that don't give you reason to talk about me. No way, because I don't talk about Chris. No way. Publicly, I might mention something to you and say, boy, you know what? I'm disappointed in this, or boy, you know what? I like this, or boy, in private, but you don't see me on the media mentioning Chris. No way. Kia wanted to speak about Chris years ago. And I told her, said, Kia, Kazim and Chris together. That is going to drag Kazim in. And you know what? Me and Chris have no drama. And it is what it is. Just leave it. I beg Kia for years to leave it. Now she vexed about that. She talking about it. She telling me it good because I was the defendant Chris telling she don't go live for Chris because I can't manage and look Chris dragging it for 6 days. I deserve that. I never had an issue with Chris. You know this. You know this. I never had issues with Chris. I had issues with things that happen with you guys here. Fine, fair enough. His relationship things happen, and I would give my comments and take my friend's side. Boom. But I never had an issue with Chris. Even when Chris saying just now in your life that, okay, he says something about me, and this trigger me, and I said in my life that you know what, I had this for him long time. Don't twist my words. That is not what I said in my life. What I said in my life is I had a response for you years ago when you, not you as in cousin, but when he went live about a situation that happened outside my birthday party that had nothing to do with you or him. And you know how I felt
Mhm.
about that situation as well. I could have responded then after my birthday party and said, mind your business that have nothing to do with you. You not involved, your man not involved. This is not CNN news. I could have responded, but due to respect to you and the relationship and the mister, I told you on the side and I dealt with it on the side. It didn't reach public. The public only now knowing about it. So that is why in my live video I said years ago, yeah, I had something to tell you because yes, I did. Based on that, every action have a reaction. This didn't start from me. So I don't understand why now shit hit the fan, people upset. Or they should have been upset when Chris was talking about me. All after Chris make the live, after picnic and say, I see Kian in the party and I pass him straight. Sorry, that was called for. You can't see me and pass me no way straight. I don't care about nobody like that. Pass me straight. You is not Queen Elizabeth. You is not the president. You is nobody of status to me. It's of status to yourself and to your man. It's nobody of status to me. So if I don't care if you don't talk to me or you pass me straight. But hear what? The moment I put it on live, I said, you know what? It's going on too long. I would be, and that's when I said to you, I said, Kazim, I would be responding to it. Because now I feel like here what? You're using a platform and you're trying to be a bully. You cannot bully Keon Daniel. cannot bully Keon Daniel. And that's why things turn now and got so disrespectful. And I still feel like he unapologetic about it.
Well,
My personal opinion.
he take accountability for starting the fire, and I will give Kian, like I said, on my live, I want the situation to done. Honestly, I swear, I've been praying about it, and I want the peace. All right, we're gonna go back to your live on Ash Wednesday.
Yep.
All right, you said certain things about personal stuff about the shop and where me and Chris live and all this kind of thing. Them things, to be honest, Kian, I tell Chris he went too far with certain things, and I'm going to be a big man and tell you you went too far with certain things, which wasn't called for. You over exaggerate about those things, right? And you got to take some kind of accountability for that part where it comes
No.
to
Mm-hmm.
where it comes to the shop
Chopper. Mm-hmm.
and
No, I can
me
take
and
a.
me and
Yeah,
Chris
go on.
personal life and personal things wasn't called for.
No, I can take accountability for some of the things I said, especially things to do with the shop and them thing, because yeah, it's personal and yeah, it kind of involves you in a situation where I was supposed to be talking about Chris, etc. But at that point in time, I was upset and pissed off, and the pot was boiling over. Nobody was defending Keon Daniel besides Kia. Nobody was clear in the air, and everybody had me painted the bad guy. So at that point, I choose to defend myself. If did I go too far? Yes. Should I have said certain things that was personal? No. But I stand by defending me because nobody defended me. And even today, I told you that when we spoke on the phone, and I said, boy, in this whole situation, I felt like you defend him, and you're supposed to defend him and whatever, but I felt like nobody was defending me. And I
But
just felt it was very manipulative and it was done in a way like, here what? I saying this and this way it is. So
but
obviously
I
I said some things. Yeah, go on.
there's no way I could have come out and defend nobody. All right, the post I put up with me and Chris, the picture I put up with me and Chris. All right,
Uh-huh.
I when I posted that picture and I put up, I did it when Chris was live, right? Because I didn't want nobody to say it's Chris who posted it.
Yeah.
Yes, I posted it, not thinking about how you will think because right about now everybody's saying I defending Chris. Chris is my husband. You is my best friend.
Yeah.
You should not say certain things. Chris should not Chris should not have prolonged the situation. Yes, Chris loved me, and I know this. Yes, you love me, and you because you're my best friend, and the same. My feelings towards you is different to Chris, but at the end of the day, Chris is my husband, right? And I post. One the reason why I posted that picture with me and Chris is because people were saying that me and Chris not together, me and Chris done, and how I have a secret relationship with you. Hence the reason why I'm not coming out and say anything. Which I don't know
Right.
how I don't know how they got it. I don't know how they
No,
got that.
two things on that whole thing, and I know you probably didn't think it through at the point in time, but obviously on the other end will think about all angles. One, people in the media would say what they want to say when they want to say how they want to say it, because the media and the people around us, half of the percentage of them only there for the drama part of it. So a small percentage that actually care about, okay, I don't want the drama, this, and half of them want the drama. So they'll come in all angles and say all kind of things. I post something as silly as me and you are silly in a secret relationship and thing. People that are around us genuinely for years would know that is a lie. So I feel, no, I can't tell you how to adjust where you're doing career. You are your own platform, you are your own feelings, and you are your own mood. So whether you choose to address, you can adjust it by right. But on my end, I feel like nobody, I would not be addressing nothing where me and you is concerned into the relationship, because I already know, okay, that is rubbish. That's crazy. Like, I don't even have time for that. That at the bottom of the barrel. You understand? But you choose to address it, that is fine. Right? But my thing in the whole situation where you were silent, you come and you post a picture and you say, no, nobody can get between all here, and no name for clout and no money making, whatever, whatever. automatically people are going to think that you pick a side. Now, in your head, you're not picking a side. No, you're just posting a picture in response to way I just said in terms of me
of
relationship or
social
whatever.
of the trolls
But
on social media.
but everybody, yeah, of course they will think you pick a side. So now it automatically look like here what? Okay, if Kazim not siding with Keon and he post a picture of he and the man, I mean it's Keon talking bullshit. So people now starting to say, okay, why Kazim? Why Kazim didn't come out and say, all right, you put up with Ian Chris fine. Why Kazim didn't come out and say, oh no, me and my best friend good, me and my man good. We want to take this in private or anything on your
All
behalf. It had
right.
nothing said
Yes.
on my behalf.
All right.
So I have nothing
Which
else to do but to defend my name for
which
myself
I was
alongside Kia.
which I was wrong because Chris was saying from before Chris started to post all his status and everything. Chris was telling me, you know what, Kazim, you need to go live. You need to go live. You need to go live and talk about the situation. You need to go live and talk about the situation. And I did choose not to go live and talk about the situation because I didn't wanted anything to affect Trinidad Carnival on both sides, on Chris' side, my side, and your side. I just wanted everything to just go smooth and we just deal with the whole lockup situation and everything when we get back to London. That was my thing. I wanted to deal with things behind closed doors. Yes, I should have come out and deal with it publicly, but I personally wanted to deal with it behind closed doors. I spoke to Chris and I told Chris, you know what? Um, yes, all right. Chris said he misunderstood a while ago that of the story that he said, and he was going off of what I said because he misunderstood and what the policeman was saying, and he should not have.
Yeah, and then people saying that I should apologize. Apologize for what and to who? Apologize to what and to who? If it's anybody need to apologize, it's Chris because it started with him. If it's anybody need to apologize, it's Chris. I have nothing to apologize for. You crazy? I come out a bunch of screenshots and messages. I should apologize. Craziness. They would not be getting an apology from Kian Daniel. I will apologize to my best friend for mentioning certain things here and there. When it pertains to his business and his personal life, yes, I owe my best friend that apology because at the end of the day, I shall never let that. But I was hurt. But I owe Chris no apology for nothing. For nothing. Because I didn't come at Chris for nothing. He came at me trying to fire shots, and I would say it as it is. You tried to bully Kian Daniel, and it didn't work. And it would never work. Because Chris always and Kazim, you at some point that I realize Chris always inserting himself in something that doesn't concern him. The Key and Kevin Bacchanal didn't concern Chris and never Key pissed off. That had nothing to do with Chris and nothing at all to do with him. He chose to talk on it now. At the end of the day, it's your own individual. You have your own platform. You can talk about what you choose to talk about, but when you get a reaction from what you choose to talk about, you can't be mad and play teacher's pet. That is crazy. So when I choose to talk about it 10 years down the line, she allowed to because you put yourself in a bacchanal where it wasn't even about you. Same thing with my birthday party when my DJs and them had a little problem outside the party. You go on live and they make it seem them boys was mad and they know them boys was mad. They could have go all down the road behind Chris. They was pissed off. Because you know this, I told you this. That situation had nothing, and you wasn't in that situation then, and he was in that situation. So what you like talking about what does not concern you? You're always inserting yourself in things that doesn't concern you. At what point you go realize, here what, nothing about being alive, nothing about being an internet personality, nothing about being a media personality, whatever. But certain people like best friend, mother, certain people is out of bounds when it comes to live videos because it's more personal to everybody, you know. Chris' parents would be out of bounds, his family would be out of bounds because this is things that all they would want to keep private because that is more personal. But every single thing Chris is live about. And then when people react to it, you come in to play victim. You can't play victim because you're not allowed to go on the platform, say what you want, and then say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm deleting it. That done went to Argentina, Switzerland, all over the place and back screenshots and screen recording. So you coming back what? To come and say what? You're sorry now and you delete your videos. It done gone already. So people would feel like, here what? Since yours gone Switzerland, mine's going Australia.
Like I said, like I said earlier in my life, I want peace. I get Chris to come in the live. and he said his piece,
Uh-huh.
and now I get you to come in the live and you said your piece,
Exactly.
and I just want it to just done. No, honestly, I really and truly want it to done now. Chris said he's not going to say anything more about the situation, and I just want you not to say anything more about the situation. I just want everything to done. Honestly, I just want, and like I said, all right, you just said a while ago you take accountability for going far for certain things that you said. I just want everything to done now. Please, I just want everything. I just want the peace now. I really and truly want the peace now. I just want the peace. I just want everything to just go forward without any more drama. I just want the peace. I just want the peace. Right? Because right about now, the people that don't like me and don't like Chris, and the people that don't like you and don't like Kia, all of them are sitting down here laughing and saying, "Look, watch all of them fighting against each other now," which wasn't
But
supposed to
I
be,
know maybe
which
the
was,
fact.
which not supposed to be the case, right? Because me and you come from far, and there's me and you come from childhood days,
Facts.
right? Me and Chris together from since 2010. I cannot. Chris is my husband. He's my best friend. You should not say certain things. Chris should not say certain things. And I've been trying to diffuse the situation behind closed doors. Right? I just want the peace. Please. I just want the peace. I just want it done now. Because right about now the naysayers and them is having a feeling off of this.
They only allowed to have a feeling because it's only no me read nothing here. Yeah, they only having a feeling because it was allowed. It was allowed. I just feel like no I this just real crazy for me, yes. I just feel like I just say I make one live video and all of a sudden people just trying to tell me I should just say nothing. Craziness. And when about six was made before and a lot of status was posted and nobody say stop, I just find that a bit crazy. And I'm not gonna lie to tell you, I still in my feelings. I still pissed off and mad about it. And my mom's still pissed off and mad about it. And other people still pissed off and mad about it because it just was plain out disrespectful.
Yeah, it
Like and no
everything
and
just
no
went far.
apology and nobody in game. I just feel like for my peace of mind, the only way I would get peace of mind, and I'm not gonna lie to you, as a friend, the only way I would get peace of mind is if a man take accountability for his actions. That it's just that you was all out. Don't even try to say I did feel this way, and or sorry for defending my husband, and I would not go back to Trinidad again. Something in the air in Trinidad. All that is a bag of bullshit. You just going
No, but
around circle. You're
he
just
did,
going around in circles. All you have to do as a big person is say, here what? I should have respect my husband and his best friend and his family situation. I kept it private, even though after the life is saying all well and good. And I am sorry for that, genuinely, and it done. But you don't want to take accountability for it. You
but
don't. You want to still say, you still want to say you do it out of the goodness. All right, you do it out of the goodness. I had to do it because you're in love, you do it all that. Fine, fair enough. But when I responded the way I responded, though nobody used to call me on the side and say I feel in this way or this and that because nobody's considering my feelings.
but
Nobody's considering my feelings.
he
It was
did,
publicly it was publicly said X, Y, and Z. It should be publicly said X, Y, and Z. Since
but
you was publicly saying it for 6 days and all kind of thing, you should probably say, yeah, what? Yeah, X, Y, and Z. It's my fault, blah, blah, blah.
but
That's how I feel about the situation.
but he did say a while ago on the live that he took accountability for lighting the fire.
Lighting? lighting the fire is one thing, you know. When Chris was live just now, I don't know how you felt about that whole live thing. I was listening to it. As much as he's saying he taking accountability in one bet, he's still staying in the next bet, or I taking accountability because I try to defend you in love and I was frantic. It's still trying to be something like I saying I'm sorry, not sorry. That's how I felt about it. It's almost like saying, yeah, sorry, but I'm not really sorry. Because it's almost like when you say you're taking the accountability, you still have other things to go about it. Like when you say you're taking accountability, what I do it, I want to come through that again and Trinidadians and hello, saying you're taking accountability. So we're saying in the next breath. One breath you're taking accountability, next breath, you still have more to say. So you're really taking accountability or
Well,
nah?
let me clarify it and I apologize on Chris' behalf, because Chris is my husband.
Kazim,
And I
I'm not accepting no apology. No. You know why it's no? You know why it's no? It no. And I swear to you, Jesus Christ can come down now and tell me. I swear to you, you cannot apologize for Chris. You can't. No. No, because it's long time this happening. You're not apologizing. Chris is not 2 years old. He's not a child. He's not a child, and you is not Chris' child. Chris can apologize for himself. He's going live for every living thing. He's go live for every living thing. He could go live after this and please say something. You're not apologizing.
he's
You
he's
can't
he's
come and apologize to Chris because at the end of the day,
he's
you
not
is not
going
the
to.
one. You is not the one that was saying things about me. So I'm not taking no apology from you. Sorry to say, I'm not taking no apology from you. Same way he was live and posting status and posting things is the same way he could say something whatever he chooses to say. That's all I saying. You're not apologizing because no. It's like imagine I have bad talking you on live and I come and say in private, Kazim, I'm sorry for what my mister saying, or Kazim, I'm sorry for my woman saying, or Kazim, I'm sorry,
No, but
you
the
crazy.
reason why I believe to myself that I could, because Chris is me and Chris married. Me
You
and
know
Chris
that
together. Chris
that
is my
that is
husband.
that is fine. That is you and Chris together and your union and your marriage, which I respect and I love dearly. But that has nothing to do with how I feel in a situation where I was dramaed by somebody else, not yourself. That's what I say. That's what I saying. I understand you could speak on your man's behalf and this and that and the other, but I could choose not to accept it because at the end of the day, you're not the one that was saying anything about me. I know on the sidelines, you didn't want it to get it so far. So I don't want no apology from you. If I wanted an apology from you, you didn't even want me to talk about nothing until I reached back London. So if I was really listening to what you were saying, it would have never even reached so far in the first place. But I just find them Mr. Take it to the moon and back, so I take it to the moon and back. And that is that. That is your other half. That is not my other half. So why should you come to silence to say, okay, I sorry on my Mr. behalf? That is your Mr. Cousin. That is not my Mr. You care about him, you love him, whatever. I did have some sort of respect for Chris. Now I have none. And I'll say it publicly. I have none because I feel like for years, this is how I felt. For years, you try to belittle me or bully me or make me feel like I'm less of a person, and it never work and it will never work. For years.
I just want this to done. Honestly, I just want it
No,
done.
it could, no. You know what the person that started needs to finish it.
I just wanted it done.
The
I just want the
person
truth
that
settled now.
the person that started needs to finish. It can be easily done because truth be told is I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But what I saying is I will defend my name down to the end because my name is my name that I built for myself. And if nobody in this little world wants to defend it, I will defend it. And at whatever grounds that is. If everybody wants peace and everybody wants it to stop, the same way it starts is the same way it can end. It started with you, it ends with not you. It started with Chris, it will end with Chris. That is it. I love you. I do not care. I could say I say it. No, it went from me respecting Chris because I respected Chris. Like, come on, I had no issue with Chris. I never had an issue with Chris, but now I feel like, oh, you want to use your platform to throw Keon down. You can't throw Keon down. Now I feel like here what you start a war is a war. No, you don't want the war to continue, then just say, here what? I done, I give up, it's me, sorry, I staying out. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. And it done. Now, on Kia behalf, that's a whole next different story. I have nothing to do with that. I have none, and I can't, and I myself can't get Kia wrong either because it's almost like the same. It's almost like the exact same situation where you say things online that was untrue. You take a situation where then concerning and take it into another situation, and people have feelings. So now, if Kia feels to talk about it for the next 10 years, then that is Kia and situation. I deal with mine now publicly. So I don't think I just say now. I have nothing. I have nothing else to say at the moment. But if you Mister wants things to done, he could end it. He could be a big person, and not you. You don't. I don't want you apologizing for Chris. No, no, nope, 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 nope. I'm not accepting that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not accepting that at all. I'm not accepting that. Chris started. He know exactly how to end it. What not going to allow is, oh, if you start something and Kazim can just say, oh, yeah, done, and it done, and I silence. No, 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 no. Because your head hurt, I had a headache for 6 days. All in carnival, I tried to enjoy my little carnival. I think I was real happy. I wasn't real happy because every time I come in from carnival, it's a status show, it's a word show, it's people in the inbox, it's a CK on. I didn't talk to him. I said, whole carnival, like, can really, I enjoy myself, yes, but I didn't enjoy myself like I usually enjoy myself because I was battling between answer this mother can't or try and stay calm with my best friend because he want to enjoy carnival too. But like, come on, I reach a boiling point. And the boiling point I at now is crazy. But I understand everything. And as I said, again, me talking about the private stuff that we spoke about in terms of shop and all of that, I will take accountability for that. I allowed my little heat in my system to get the best of me, but I was super pissed off. But that is still not saying that if I don't get clarity on this whole matter, I would not have nothing to say again. Might not have nothing to say about business, but I would have other things to say. And this has nothing to do with nobody, no comments, no nothing, no nothing. It's just how I feel as a best friend and as an individual. It's just how I feel. That is just where it is. So I think we could probably end this here now, and then we'll probably talk on the sidelines. But you would know. Well, I sure Chris probably see the live, so he would know, and you would know, and that is that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Cool. I'll call you in a sec.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wanna join here if she wanna go on she own profile because I know she wants to go live. Key, hold on, let me see what's going on here. So actually, Key can go. She can go on she own. She can go on she own thing.